I do love when I get new products from Octo in the mail. So today we have a nice build, and it is the center console armrest button. This one usually breaks, so either here or in many cases here. We have a nice structure, rigid, flexible as it should be, and let's go to the installation. Okay, so for the installation part, so we can remove this one. We have to remove the cover. We have 4 screws here, which we need to remove firstly so that the top cover comes off. Okay, so I removed 4 screws. Now be careful. These are 2 parts, 1 and 2, and we just take this one out. The button mechanism is below, and that is the next step, which I will show you inside. Okay, here we go. We took it out of the car. What we need to do first is move this one a bit further so we can remove the metal cover. You push the button and slide it all the way here, because you have 2 screws hidden here. What you can experience is that these will be really loose because of the plastic being brittle after so many years on the sunshine, but I try to fix it with liquid glue. Afterwards I put the screws in, because you can see it's more or less loose. So let's unscrew all the screws and then we go to the next step. Okay, so I have stumbled upon an issue. This one doesn't go out because it had been turned. So what I did, I bented this so I had access to all of the screws which are in here. You can see one dropping out, so it's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Afterwards, this should come off into pieces, so this one separate, and then this one. But because this is an issue that someone played around with this in the past, as you can see, a lot of glue and everything, but let's put that aside, because the important thing is that you put this assembly off, and then the bottom one with this one. What you need to be sure is when installing it back, you have to have this one in its furthest position, like, because you have a hole here, and this spring goes into here, so it's blocked, so you can then adjust the position of the armrest, so front and back. Okay, let's take this out. I will have to fix this somehow in some cases, but this is not the focus now. So we have a stopper inside here, so be careful. Remember how this is now. It might be that you will have some breakages here and here because it's holding it, so be really careful. So what we do, we will push out the pin, and this is not the correct tool for that. Let me get something else, something pointy. What can I get? Okay, let's try this one. Okay, I pushed it out as much as I need, so I'll grab some pliers and remove it. So remember how this was built. You put this off, and then you can slide the button out. Of course, everything is breaking apart because it's old. This one was already glued, so we put that one away. We put the new one inside. Be gentle in any cases, so it has to go in nicely. Okay, here we are. It's in. Let me just... This is like a war zone. Important, put this in the correct groove here. So this is, when you push this one, it unhinges the top compartment so it can move up and down. So we will now put back the pin here. Careful that you catch the hole. And as far as the button is concerned, it's replaced. So then you should put back the lower assembly, which, as I said, mine is sadly stuck with 8 screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First, this one. As I said, keep it in this position because you have to close it so it doesn't move. Now it can move because there's no stopper, but when we put it down, it doesn't move because the button is holding it. So let me just fix this around as much as possible, and then we go back into the car. Okay, small update. I managed it. So this one is freely movable on its own. As I mentioned, put the hole in the middle, like this. Put it on in the grooves, and now look, it doesn't move. So it will move when I press this button, and this stopper will go up. So that's the thing which you have to be careful about. Okay, so let me put this together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more crucial part here. So don't install this one under the spring. So it has to be on the spring, because when the assembly is pushing down, he needs force. So in no cases, do not install the bottom spring. You can see it now. This one should not be over this one. So it should be exactly like this is shown. Be really careful about this one, okay? So I have my glue gun ready. I do some minor repairs and then we go back. Okay, so I managed to unsuccessfully unglue myself. Okay, so we go. Next step. As I said, be careful that this is in the middle. You put it on, it has to be fixed. And now we have 8 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that go inside here. So these are the screws. Okay, so the first cover is on. As I said, this one is fixed. All of the 8 screws are in. I had to sadly, come up with a solution, so I kind of fixed this in 4 points and underneath as well. So hopefully I will never have to take it off again. So we have then the cover plate, which is going here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 screws, which you have to put in. So I will put them in. I will probably again use some glue from my side because the structural integrity of the threads is compromised, very compromised. So I will be going towards gluing, and of course with the screws as well. So I will not be showing you this because it's a DIY solution, but it's like this with old-timers. So you'd have to fix things around that one thing which you need fixing. So actually this is a 15-minute job which has now come into an hour job. So I'll be back. Okay, so here we go. I kind of cheated the system with some hot glue and stuff, so hopefully it will work. So now let's install this. So we have just 4 screws left. This is fixed, and for installation, push this one over here. So you have to press the button, pressing it, and now we're ready to install. Okay, so here we are. We put this one here up. The click was random. It's nothing which it should do or not do. So just be careful that you get the thread successfully, which I didn't. So you get the general idea. So actually you have to put it in, get the threads, and screw all 4 of them, and that's that. Okay, all 4 screws in. Let's give it a test. So I will leave my hand, so I press, stays, press, stays. That's that.